Tana Toraja culture. The Toraja tribe is a tribe that originated and settled in Tana Toraja to this day. This tribe lives in the northern mountains of South Sulawesi, Indonesia. Its current population is estimated at 1 million people. Some of them adhere to the Aluk To Dolo belief, which is recognized as part of the Hindu Dharma religion. The word Toraja comes from the Bugis language, riaja, which means people who stay and live in the land above. This tribe was named Toraja by the Dutch colonial government in 1909. What is the attraction of this tribe? Toraja is one of the regions in Indonesia which until now still holds tightly to their culture from the time of their ancestors. One of the famous customs is funeral rituals, tongkonan traditional houses, and various typical wood carvings. Most people like to celebrate birthday parties or birthday parties. The party will be celebrated as lively as possible, to commemorate the birthday. But it's different in Tana Toraja. The Toraja tribe highly respects the ritual of death or funerals as a sign of respect for the person who has died. And the ritual is usually attended by hundreds of people and can last for several days. Tana Toraja is a conservation site for the Proto-Malay Austronesian cultural civilization, which is still well preserved today. Traditional culture, music, dance, oral literature, language, houses, carvings, weaving and culinary arts are still very traditional. The Indonesian government strives for Tana Toraja to be known internationally, one of which is to nominate Tana Toraja to UNESCO to become a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Most of the people of Tana Toraja live as farmers. The mainstay commodities of this area are vegetables, coffee, cloves, chocolate, and vanilla. The uniqueness of Toraja not only belongs to the Toraja tribe itself but also belongs to all Indonesian citizens. How not? As citizens of Indonesia, we should know and help preserve this culture as part of Indonesia. Here are 3 interesting cultures from Tana Toraja. 1. Funeral rituals. Unlike other cultures in Indonesia, the funeral process in Tana Toraja is very complicated. The ceremony to pay last respects to a deceased family member is a very expensive ceremony, known as rambu solo. This funeral ceremony can show a person's social status in Tana Toraja. The more luxurious and large the ceremony, it shows the person is getting richer. On the other hand, if the ceremony is simple, they must first collect money to hold the funeral ceremony. The highlight of the rambu solo ceremony is held in a special field. In this ceremony there are several series of rituals, such as wrapping the corpse, affixing ornaments of gold and silver thread on the coffin, and lowering the body to the barn for burial. In addition, in this ceremony there are also various cultural attractions, such as buffalo fights, traditional music performances, and Toraja dances. 2. Toraja traditional house. Tongkonan is the traditional house of the Toraja people, consisting of a pile of wood decorated with red, black, and yellow carvings. The word tongkon comes from the Toraja language, which means tongkon to sit. Besides the house, tongkonan is the center of the social life of the Toraja tribe. Rituals associated with this traditional house are very important in the spiritual life of the Toraja tribe. Therefore all family members are required to participate because it symbolizes their relationship with their ancestors. According to Toraja folklore, the first tongkonan was built in heaven with 4 pillars. When the ancestor of the Toraja tribe came down to earth, he imitated the house and held a great ceremony. In Tana Toraja culture there are 3 types of tongkonan houses. The first is tongkonan lawak, which is the location of the highest power used for the center of government. The second is tongkonan pagambiran, which belongs to family members who have exclusive authority in local customs and traditions. And the third tongkonan stone-specific, ordinary family members who occupy it. 3. Social strata in Toraja society. The indigenous people of Tana Toraja have close kinship ties. Each of them is a member of a large family. However, their relationship is closely related to social class. The social class and strata of the Tana Toraja culture are still clearly visible. Social class is passed down through the mother. As for several social classes known in Tana Toraja culture, such as nobles, ordinary people, and Buddhists. The opinion says that slaves have been abolished since the Dutch colonial era, but now there are still some people who are slaves to the noble class. The nobles will really keep their nobility predicate. The nobility also had to perform a festive and lavish funeral ritual, then place the body in a special grave.